A court order is requesting 20 Nevada State prisoners receive tuberculosis testing. The 20 inmates, including Judge Jumper Deober Redden, are refusing to get tested at High Desert State Prison. The court order is all to make sure the Nevada Department of Corrections is following all medical laws and regulations. Court documents explain that by law, all correctional facilities have a responsibility for the supervision, custody, treatment, and care of the staff and offenders. The order would allow NDOC to involuntarily administer blood tests on the 20 inmates. Until those tests are done, the 20 inmates will stay in isolation.